Artfight is really simple, and I feel like every explanation I see is really complicated for basically no reason. Watch, I'll do it in 8 seconds. Artfight is a game where you draw other people's characters, and the main incentive is that you get points for every drawing that you do. And also, sometimes people will draw your characters. Literally everything else is secondary and basically doesn't matter at all, and it's not that serious. I have a lot of Artfight opinions, some of which are more controversial than others, but I'd rather just focus on the entry-level ones for now because I'm super excited for Artfight, and also I haven't yet established my knowledge of Artfight on this channel, and so I don't want to have to deal with a bunch of people going, "Oh, what's Artfight?" when I'm getting into the nitty-gritty of it. The main thing I'm trying to say with this video is that Artfight is a fun game and you shouldn't be taking it so seriously. Literally, the whole point of the game is drawing things for free for other people that you may or may not know. And the fun stems from the connection that you make with another person based on your drawing. Ain't that cute? This year, I have an idea for an attack theme where I draw an illustration of a character and then next to it I have a little short story fanfiction type thing about the character that relates to the illustration. Because that's actually something I've been thinking about doing as a storytelling medium for my own work. Not necessarily a comic, but more so an adult children's book. And Artfight is a great way for me to test out little bite-sized versions of what I picture in my mind. If I do it for my own characters, it's really easy for it to get out of hand so quickly because the idea just keeps growing and growing. But if I'm doing it for Artfight, I'm more incentivized to have it just be a short little writing exercise. I don't want to spend too long on this piece, I want to make a bunch of pieces. Because unfortunately, when it comes to making art, you learn more from finishing things and not just starting them. And it's this concept of artistic experimentation that I think Artfight participants would benefit the most from if they actually decided to try it out. Currently, as Artfight stands, it prioritizes getting points and winning over the other team. Oh yeah, there's 2 teams that users are put onto, and then the 2 teams fight each other. That's what the whole fight thing is about. However, in a whose line is it anyway turn of events, the points don't matter because you don't get anything if you win! And yet, I see so many people burning themselves out and stressing over Artfight because they didn't get enough points, or they didn't make enough attacks. This is a free art game for fun and socialization with other creators. You gotta get out of your own head! And I'm not saying that from a point of superiority because I've been playing Artfight for 9 years. Of course I experienced that feeling firsthand. I used to be so stressed out about the points and the competitiveness of the event, I would just completely lose sight of what made the event appeal to me in the first place, which was, again, drawing characters and having people draw my characters. If you feel a pang of stress when somebody attacks you on Artfight because you're holding yourself to the arbitrary standard of revenging every single person that attacks you, I think you need to take a step back and breathe for a minute and think really, really hard about why you were stressing so much over a free art game. You're not being paid to draw for other people. This is not a commission, and this is not your job. This is for fun. You remember what fun feels like, right? Sorry, I don't mean to be condescending or anything. That part was mostly pointed towards people that have been participating in Artfight for a while, but newcomers can take that as a sort of cautionary tale. Don't worry about the points. Don't worry about winning. The only way you can win Artfight is by having a good time. One part of Artfight culture that I really do enjoy a lot is the concept of a hit list, which is when you make a little Google Doc and you have other people fill it out, and then you have a nice little list of people you can attack, like a prompt generator, but if the prompts was people. However, one thing I've always had issue with is that I can't read another person's hit list results. I'm nosy, I wanna see, and what if I wanna draw for those people too? So I've taken it upon myself to make a hit list where you can do just that. The very first link in the description is my hit list, and if you fill it out, you get to see everybody else's responses. So that way, if I don't draw for you, somebody else from that list might. And wouldn't that be a fun way to meet somebody new? Aw, you both filled out the same hit list, how cute! I really am looking forward to Artfight this year. I feel like each time I participate, I learn something new about drawing that I didn't think about before, whether it's with anatomy or poses or just what brushes I use. Last year, I discovered a lot of new brushes that I wouldn't have used otherwise. Ain't that neat? Usually I write like a fun little segue to end my videos, but I can't think of anything for this one, so fill out my hit list. Say hi to me on Artfight. Goodbye!